Morning everyone, this is Cat v the World. It's Saturday morning and this is a little Team Deathmatch on Summit. Going to do a little strategy breakdown of this one. I'm going to do the breakdown right at the very start here, and then we can get on with the live gameplay. I'm going to do this in one take. Saturday morning, house is quiet, empty. When I get it done, blasted out and finished. So here we go. So we're going to start off, like I said, with the strategy breakdown. Overview of the map here. I want to highlight a few points on the map. First of all is the point in yellow is our spawn and the point in green is where the enemy is spawning. Now my tactic for this map is basically, if you know football, English football I'm talking about, it's the classic winger technique, down the flanks. Basically on this map I want to stick to the left flank, which you can see just highlighted in red. There's plenty of, it's not a massive high traffic area, like the right flank where there's loads of places where enemy can jump out and sneak up on you, but the red area on this flank is a pretty decent area to patrol. Plenty of covers, there's barrels and rocks and pillars and posts you can hide behind and minimise your exposure to the enemy, while pushing up towards the enemy's spawn and picking a few off from there. You can see I do push the spawn a little bit in this game and I flipped the spawn a couple of times, which is my mistake. What I don't want to do on this map is run through the centre, which is the centre building I've just highlighted there in black and yellow like a bumblebee, because that is danger. Don't want to go there. It just does not suit my strategy. I'm not a run and gunner. I don't like close quarter combat. I like a bit slower, more tactical gameplay, and everyone on this map tends to run straight through the middle, straight into that middle building, and all the firefights are concentrated around that area and around the side. So by sticking to the left flank, I'm obviously not going to go and get stupid amounts of kills. I get a decent amount of kills in this game. The strategy works quite well, but it allows me to pick enemies off and minimise my own exposure while maximising the chances of killing someone, providing I'm careful. Go from cover to cover and go from there. So we'll go to the live gameplay now and we'll see how the strategy pans out. So straight off the bat here, this is where we spawn. We spawn in the yellow area by the tractor building. I want to pop a motion sensor there just because I'm going to patrol this type of area and it can give me a heads up to anyone coming around, flanking around that sort of side. So I want to move down this left flank, which is my strategy. See the barrel there? Just keep behind that. That minimises my exposure to anyone that might be rushing down this side first of all, which they don't seem to do because they all seem to go to the middle building on this map. So you see I'm just taking it gentle, cover to cover, and trying not to sprint around corners. This is where, round that area on the left there, that sort of block, I think that is, I'll just push up a little bit too far, but I think that is sort of the line, that invisible line of where the spawn point is. So if you sort of push past that, I think it tends to flip the spawn to the opposite side of the map where we spawned. But I can see, I'm just holding there, there's one guy in that building there. I don't know what he was doing, whether it was, I don't know, texting someone or picking his nose or something, but he wasn't doing an awful lot. So I chucked a couple of concussions in there just to flush him out. And my teammate ran up and obviously flipped the spawn, so they're back round the opposite side. So I've got to hightail it around. Get a little bit lucky there because I was running. So I didn't come off too badly there, but it's cover to cover again, so I'm straight up to the barrels. That rock's not a bad area for cover because people like that guy come sprinting out of that door, and while you're sort of slow or stationary, you can sort of get the drop on them a lot easier than if they're running. So we back up into our spawn area now, building number 3, that red building there. You can see the motion sensor just protecting me for anyone that may be sneaking up around the back of that building. But just same old. Back down this side, behind the barrel again, using it as cover, making sure no one's running through there, which I know they're not from the mini-map because you can see everyone's going through the centre of the map, through one building in front of me there and into the middle building. In this particular game, it's just the same old pattern. Now I can see people spawning. I see the enemy spawning at the top of the map there, so I'm just going to hang around here because I anticipate someone, there he is, just starting to run down. Doesn't see me because all I can see is my head, and it's just an easy pick off for me. I see all his body and he hardly sees enemy, plus he's running, so he's not going to be able to bring his gun up and fire as quick as I am while being stationary. So again, back round to the opposite side of the map. I've got a care package. I'm trying to get the Hardline perk, so I'm running care packages at the moment, which I don't usually do, and I'm trying to get my teammates to pick up the care packages, which I found can be harder than I actually thought. When this game first came out, there was trouble, although that guy's running towards it. Cheers, teamie. Yes. But when this game first came out, everyone was stealing your care packages, and now you're lucky if you get someone that takes one. It's unbelievable. But I want to get the Hardline Pro perk, and all I need now is another 6 care package shares. So I've still got the motion sensor set up, and that helped me a lot there because it showed me some people coming around. That was an epic fail. I saw one guy right in front of me, and I got stuck up on the tractor like an absolute idiot. And I didn't see the guy flanking me, took me out, but it's okay, it's all good. So we spawned from the opposite area now. That was a lucky shot. Use that little block there as cover. That was quite good. And I see another guy. You see him in a minute. There he is at the bottom, just popped up. So I thought, rather than stand out in the middle and try and pick him off where I'm exposed, I'll just dip behind these girders here, because I know he's going to be creeping up, and do that. Again, I'm minimising my exposure. All he can see when he creeps around there is the top of my head, and I can see his full body. So chances are I'm going to win the gunfight, which I did in that instance. This next clip, I'm going to do a slow motion run through to show you what I mean. So I've used the barrel as cover there, and here you can see exactly what the enemy sees of me. Not an awful lot at all. I can see all of him. So in slow-mo again, I'm behind the barrel. You can just about see my head, and he runs round, and I've got his full body to aim at. So that's what I'm talking about when I want to minimise my body exposure to the enemy. I'm using the cover to my advantage there, and he can see very, very little of me, which makes it harder for him to hit me, but easier for me to hit him. That's my thoughts around that. Motion sensor there. Again, because I'm going to be looking up towards one building in that spawn area. The motion sensor by that barrel there means it's hidden from the enemy, unless they're using like a hacker or a hacker pro or something, and it gives me a heads up from anybody spawning from that initial spot where we spawned from, while I'm guarding this this front area, this one building and 4 building spawn area. And that's basically what it does. So I've got my Sentry gun and care package here, so I'm just sort of mopping up. There was an epic fail here on my part. I did not see this guy coming up, was about to kill me. I launch a Sentry gun, fire off my gun by mistake, which gives this guy the opportunity to kill me. Spawns me right on the opposite side of the map by 3 building where we spawned originally. I'm never going to get back there and get my Sentry gun. That's gone. The enemy's got that, which I'm not happy at. But I've chucked the care package down again because I had that in the bag. I'm just going to wait and see if one of my teammates grabs it. Motion sensor, same place there. Nothing different. I have a quick look down this flank. I think there's a guy coming up here. Like, yeah, there he is. I was lucky there. But I don't like going down there because of all the entrances and exits and the areas you can stand on top of, like that little balcony area outside that the middle building. People can stand on there and overlook you and get the height advantage. So I don't like going down that flank on this map. This where I'm going now again is my favoured site. Show you this. This is a silly death by me. I come running round the corner, you see it in slow motion. The guy was doing what I did previously, using the cover, and he's stationary, while I come sprinting around the corner. I was very reckless there. So that basically means it's harder for me to win that gunfight, because it's going to take me slightly longer to bring my sights up and aim and shoot than it is for that guy who's moving slower. So that was a bit of a fail on my part. Game's nearly over. Didn't do too bad. That's a strategy rundown on how I've started playing some. It's a new one. It's a bit of an evolution on previous strategies. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video and it works for you. Don't forget to leave any comments, rate the video, subscribe. It all helps me tremendously. Thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy your game.